5, 6, 7, 8, stand back, in, swap, hands, forwards, turn, lower, turn, back. One more from the other side. And 5, 6, 7, 8, stand back, slide in, swap hands, forwards, turn, lower. So this is our neck break. Fellas, you're on a man's left to lady's right. You're going to nudge the lady's back onto her left foot with you. Gentlemen, you're going to make your neck break signal. It can either be this one or that one, okay? We'll explain the difference between both and why or which one you want to prefer. It's up to you. Guys, you're going to bring the ladies onto your right hip as you slide in.
So from here, guys, as you can see, Adam's arm is not anywhere near my shoulder, but if he has it this way, you've got to make sure there's a lovely gap here and that you're not leaning down on that shoulder because it's going to hurt her.
Yeah, so guys, if you're a little bit more experienced than your partner, you might want to try and help her out a little bit. Now, the reason why I like this version more is that I can actually transfer, so I'm going to turn around a little bit. I can actually transfer her hand, if I let go of that one, to my right hand very easily, opposed to if it's up here, I've got to try and aim and hope that she puts her hand up there into mine. Okay, so I'm going to slightly reach round. I find this version a little bit easier. So guys, you're going to push round and transfer the lady's right hand into your right. You've got your feet together at this point. Guys, I've got my weight on my right.
Before we go backwards, safety point, ladies, hands are not going to go here. They're going to bring your arm through and make sure it's in front. Sorry about that, Adam.
It's okay. Guys, I've got my weight on my right foot. Ladies, you've got your weight on your left. Okay, you're touching the outside foot. Guys, you can now step back on the outside foot. Fellas, you're going to accept the lady's offered left hand that's gone in between. You're going to step back into the outside foot. Okay, you're now going to lead the ladies in. I take a small step backwards onto my right foot. As I take my right foot backwards and out of the way, ladies, you'll step forwards. Guys, I let go with my left hand now. That's not important. I'm going to step forward onto my left foot as I lead her forwards. My right hand comes back over the top of her head to turn her.
Yeah. You make sure you see the white of her eyes first before you take her into that last bit of turn.
Yep. So I'm going to send her down the pathway. As she comes around to face me, I can lower my right hand down as I step backwards onto my right foot. We're going to do an anti-clockwise lady return. And as she comes around to face me again, I lower the right hand down and we step back.
So ladies, I'm going to teach you the footwork for this because it can be tricky. Because a lot of ladies are trying to go straight to the spot and then do her turn instead of taking your step. So you're at his side, and if you just have your hands doing the movement with me but you're not holding on, this just shows you that you're in control of your turns, lady. So you'll be stepping forward on that right leg, he nudges you forward. You'll take a step and then you'll look at your partner. Guys, this is why you've got to make sure you see the white of her eyes or the bloodshot, doesn't matter. And then you'll take her in for that turn where she'll step on that right foot, lower and step back.
Okay. I think the most important thing with this one, girls, that you have to remember is that you're not turning actually on the spot. You're not turning on one foot.
It's a walking turn.
That's correct. You're travelling with it. And fellas, note that if the ladies are travelling, it's up to us to help the ladies to turn by following her. And if you notice that when Kat's turning, I take very small steps to keep up with her. Let's demonstrate the move.
Doesn't have to do them very big, he's got short legs.
Just so they can see that in effect. So as I lead her in, we twist out. Okay, from here, I'm going to lead her forwards. Now I'm following her here, so my right hand comes back. I take a little step forward, together, step back.
So we're going along that straight path that we talk about.
That's right.
Right then, so a short pull.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So, should we do the side quick?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, just so they can see it from a different perspective. And 7, 8, step back, lead it in, swap hands, lead it forwards, and turn, lower, return, back.
So if you notice, I'm not actually doing any turning that's like a fast spin, it's actually a walking turn.
And 5, 6, 7, 8, step back, slide in, twist out, and forwards, turn, lower, return, and back. Okay, finally, one little thing I also want to mention now, guys, when you're turning your partner, you don't need to use much effort here because the ladies actually are turning themselves. So I'm not forcing her because I'm only going to send her off balance. So literally after I've done the lead, so we nudge away, we're sliding in, we're twisting out and forwards. From here, she's doing the rest of the work.
See how I went fingertips? He was just like a guide, like, I'm hovering. 5, 6, 7, 8. Signal. Side, lift forward, turn it under, face, return and back.
5, 6, 7, 8. Back, in, twist, out, forwards, over, lower, return